Jamal had mentioned belonging to something bigger than yourself, which I think is really, really important. And Dr. Casey, I want to talk from a psychological perspective. How does that belonging affect an individual? How does belonging to something really help a young kid?
Well, it formulates identity. You belong to your community, you belong to your family, you belong to yourself, you belong to your team, your faith, and all of those all bundled together alter the way in which you walk through the world and allow that world to impact you. And then it's just such a complex web, but it all culminates at some point in those decisions later that will cement that identity and how people will then perceive you. So it's critically important.
And when we don't feel like we belong,
right,
how do the kids feel?
Then they search for something to fulfill them, and in the video that you all were playing earlier, and about the 70% of athletes dropping out in their early teens, what they're replacing it is because their number one response is, of course, as we know, it's just not fun anymore. What they're replacing it with is something to make them feel better, and it's usually this. And it's not going to fill their emotional tanks, right? And it's not going to help their physical fitness. And then we sort of lose them a little bit, and we've lost them on a low self-esteem moment. And so all of the stuff that they might have taken from sports otherwise, all of these other character development opportunities have dissipated, and they're overwhelmed by the negative that they left on. So it's really important, because if we don't give it to them and help them with these structured opportunities, they will find something to fill them. It might not be the kind of filling we're looking for, though, in our society, and then we all suffer.
Right. Daryl, in the surrounding